Let's come now out of our week and into this moment. Let's get present. So find a comfortable seated position, whatever that looks like for you. And let's take a few clearing breaths. We'll breathe in through the nose, sit up nice and tall, and then lean forward. Exhale through the mouth. Let yourself sigh away any tension. And we'll do that a few times. Breathing in, sitting up tall. Exhaling to lean forward. And really feel free to make some noise. Really letting go of tension. Using the breath to draw in fresh energy and to release old ideas, thoughts, feelings that you don't need today. A couple more. And then when you feel ready, let yourself find a place of stillness, whatever that means for you. And let yourself be comfortable. You don't want to be struggling to sit up. You want to be really at peace, easy in the body. Let the breath just be natural. You don't have to manipulate it or try to be breathing in any certain way. And just notice the parts of the body that touch down on the earth. Feel the temperature of the air on the skin. Let's play with this idea of drifting in the breath. So, feeling the breath in the lungs. Imagine drifting like the clouds in the sky or a leaf on the river. No real destination, just drifting, floating, gentle movement. No particular direction. And then let's add a gentle mantra to the breath. So something really simple. Let's breathe in peace. And breathe out love. Breathe in peace. Breathe out love. And we'll come back to this idea throughout the class. So let's anchor in to breathing in peace and breathing out love. One more. Good. And then the next time you breathe in peace, sit up a little taller. And as you breathe out love, roll the chin down toward the chest. Breathing in peace, roll back up. And we'll keep going with your breath. Slow and steady. The movement following the breath. Let's do one more, and as you move the head and neck, let the shoulders be really relaxed, the hands relaxed, so only softness in the arms. Good. Keeping that softness. The next time you start to exhale, let's turn and look over one shoulder. Breathing in through center and breathing out, looking over opposite shoulder. Moving with the breath. Peace. Love. Let's do one more to each side. And as you keep those shoulders, arms, and hands relaxed, let's also relax the low back and hips as you move that top of the spine. Good. And when you're back at center, let's take that breath to its fullest potential. Yes, and then exhale, roll the chin down. Let's breathe in, roll the left ear up over that left shoulder, open the mouth, and a big old sigh. Good, that left ear relaxing toward the left shoulder. And then let's make tiny circles with the nose coming around and around. And breathe in peace and breathe out love. Good, nice slow circles. There's nowhere we have to be, nothing to do. Just feel and allow the body to drift in this little circle. And as you come around this last time, keeping the left ear over that left shoulder, just reverse the little circles. So we're coming around, slow motion. Breathing as we go. Breathing in peace. Breathing out love. Soft shoulders, relaxed hands. Easy low back and hips. And let's also soften the belly. And let's take one more breath in. And then we'll exhale to roll the chin down to center. And as we breathe in, roll that ear up over the right side, right ear over right shoulder, and then big exhale through the mouth. Good. I love a big, messy letting go exhale. It's been a busy week. And then we'll start to circle that nose around and around. Breathing in peace. Breathing out love. And let's keep that right ear over that right shoulder, but now reverse the little circles. So we're coming around smooth and easy, shoulders relaxed, hands soft, low back and hips anchored and easy, belly soft. And let's add some space between the teeth. And roll that chin down to center. But instead of rolling up, let's walk the hands forward a step. So we're rounding ourselves a little bit forward, and then walk yourself a little bit back up. And we'll do that a few times. So just rounding, coming forward, rolling back up. Now, if you have any bone deterioration, osteopenia, osteoporosis in the upper spine or lower back, go ahead and keep a nice flat back as you come forward and up. So please, as always, take good care of yourself. Either version, just moving slowly, getting some stretch for the low back and hips. And then next time you come up to the top, let's take the hands under the knees and pick up those knees, hug the body in close, maybe rock a little bit side to side. Good. I love to feel how my shoulder blades kind of slide apart when I'm wrapped up in my seated child's pose. And I stretch back there. And then let's open, bring the soles of the feet to the floor. Hands come behind us. We're sitting up nice and tall. And we'll bring the knees down to one side. And then sitting up to center. And then down to the other side. And then let's add the breath. So we'll breathe in to sit up tall. And breathe out to twist. Breathe in, peace. Breathe out, love. Good. And then next time you're up in center, let's look behind you and make sure there's nothing back there. We don't want to bonk the head, but just let yourself roll all the way down onto your back. And then when you get there, hug those legs in and we'll rock a little bit side to side. So we're massaging the low back. Ah, good. Nice, easy rock. And then we'll unwind the arms down to the floor and let's pedal our bicycles. So we'll stretch the legs out and bicycle up above us and a little bit down, getting a little warmth for the core. So let's engage the tummy muscles. Low back stays really anchored. We bicycle, good. And then let's reverse the bicycles, reach through those pedals. Yes, and then let's hug the right leg in close and send the left leg out long on the floor. Just let it relax out there. Take a few breaths. Shoulders relaxing. If I could pick one posture to practice every day, if I only got to do one posture, I think this would be it. So good for us. Hips, low back, psoas, belly, shoulders. It's a really good one. Hip flexors, digestion. And we'll switch legs. So now let's hug the left leg in. If it feels better, you can interlace the fingers on the back of the thigh. It's really up to you. If the knee is tender, I like the back of the thigh. And we'll stretch the right leg out long on the floor and take some nice breaths. Shoulders relaxing, jaw relaxed. Nice full breaths here. And then And we'll drop that left foot to the floor. Let's bring the hands to the floor, and let's keep that left knee bent for now. And flex the right foot. Send that right leg up to the sky, and then back down toward the mat. So we're anchoring the low back, using the tummy muscles and the leg muscles, and we'll lift and lower the right leg. So our left foot and our arms are helping anchor the body so that the back stays safe. Good. Next time that leg is up high, let's bend and straighten the knee, pressing the foot up toward the sky. Good. And then we'll drop that right foot to the floor and extend the left foot up high, flexing the ankle. Anchor the low back to earth, and then we'll slowly lower and lift left leg. So really important that we're anchoring the low back down, moving slowly enough that we're using the muscles, using our awareness of our body. And the next time that left leg is up high, we'll bend and straighten the left knee. Really good for the hip here. Good. And then let's bend that left knee in and draw the right leg in. Again, hugging one hand on each knee. But this time, let's bring the knees in, apart, and around. So we're making circles, the knees coming in opposite directions. And let's bring our awareness to the low back. So we're feeling how the back gets a massage here as we move the legs. And we'll circle those knees opposite direction. And before we do anything else, just scan through the body. Is there tension somewhere? Is the jaw gripping? Is the belly tight? Could we breathe and enjoy? Good. And then let's bring the soles of the feet to the floor, the knees bent, and we'll bring the right ankle across the left thigh. And with the right hand, we'll press the right thigh away and then let it return. So we're getting some movement. The arm is doing most of the work. Good. And then let's draw both legs in. Let's flex the ankles and draw the hands around the back of that left thigh. So if that doesn't feel good, you can always, get a strap or a blanket, a sweatshirt. Yep, good idea. Stay warm. And you can always hold on to the pants if that's easier. So we will keep moving here. So with the ankles flexed, wrapped up with that right ankle across the left thigh, and the legs drawn in as much as feels good. Maybe take a little rock side to side. Yeah, I love being aware if the body needs to be warmer or cooler, if you need to get a drink, or change the lighting. Yes, that's really good stuff. You can get to do that at home much more easily. So if you're rocking, make sure the shoulders are happy here. We don't want to be stressing the shoulders. Yeah, good. And then let's come into stillness in that really juicy part of the stretch and take 2 breaths. Breathe in peace. Breathe out love. Smooth out those tight spots. Breathe in peace. Breathe out love. Ooh, my hips are so tight. Good. Let's unwind and we'll pedal out those feet. I was in the car for a long time today, so hips are really enjoying the stretch here. And let's bicycle other way. And then before we do our second side, let's bring both feet to the floor. Tippy toe the feet to the edges of the mat and let the knees drop in towards each other. Hands can come to the belly. I love to have the hands on the belly as we breathe, and just take a moment to feel. It's really easy when we take a moment to feel, to start telling a story in our head or making decisions or judgments about why things are the way they are. And I just encourage you to stay with how things are. How does it feel? How would you describe it? What adjectives would you use? It's really an important part of noticing. Good. So let's come into our second side. So we'll move the feet, hips width apart. Right foot stays on the floor with the knee bent. And this time that left ankle comes across the right thigh. Good. Crisscross. And let's really flex that left ankle as we bring left hand to the left thigh. And we'll press the leg away and let it come back. Press and allow. So keep breathing and just feel how your arm can move your leg. Kind of neat. And then we'll bring both legs in. Keep flexing the ankles. Thread that left hand through the needle. And both hands wrap around the back of the right thigh. Or maybe you use a strap or hold on to the pants. Whatever feels good to you. You could even come around the shin if that feels better. But no strain in the shoulder. So if you've gone too far and something's hurting, please come out and take good care of your body. So with both ankles flexed, let's take a slow, gentle rock side to side. Just little. Feel your way. Keep breathing. And find a really good juicy part of your stretch where you can still breathe. We're not pushing, we're just feeling. Stay with it. Feel the stretch. Breathe into the stretch. See if the breathing can help smooth out the tightness, help release any tightness on the exhale. Feel free to make some noise. Let's take one more round of breath. Peace, love, and we'll release the hands, unwind those legs. This time let's reach hands and feet up toward the sky, circling ankles and wrists. Knees can be bent or straight, whatever feels good. And then we'll come around the other way. Good. And let's set up a little bit of a wheel here. So arms and legs are already up toward the sky. So we'll really squish the low back down into the earth. So we're engaging the core. And then arms and legs come away from each other just a little bit, just until you feel the core start working. And then we'll bend the knees, bring the hands toward the shins, and maybe roll the head up, squeezing into a little ball. And then we'll roll back to the earth. Arms and feet extend up toward the ceiling. Anchor the low back. Start to move away from center just until you feel some work happening. And then draw those knees in. Hug yourself into a little ball. And then again. So extending up, extending apart. Wrap in and hug it in. Good. Reaching hands and feet up to the ceiling. Extend away. And then hug in. Good. Couple more. So we're never stressing the low back. We're always feeling like we can easily breathe, but we are working. Good. Couple more just like that. And when you're extending away, make sure the head and neck are relaxed on the earth. And it's only when you pull in that you lift that head, neck, and chin towards center. Good. Let's do one more. Make it good. And then with those legs pulled in, keep pulling the legs in, but relax the head, neck, and shoulders to the earth. And then we'll rock a little side to side. Consciously relax the neck, the jaw, shoulders. Good. And then let's roll to one side. Just curl yourself up in a little ball for a moment here. And just let yourself feel how things are. And then we'll walk ourselves up, rolling ourselves over onto all fours. And we'll bring the hands directly under those shoulders, knees under the hips. Yeah, you'll need to walk yourself so that you're on your mat, nice and cushy for those knees. And then we'll round through cat and extend through cow. Oh, it feels so good. Let's add the breath. So exhaling for cat. Inhaling as the belly rolls down, the heart rolls forward into cow. Going with your breath. Oh, it feels so good to stretch out the belly after those water wheel core workouts. Oh yeah, a couple more. Let it feel good. So really stretch your spine where it feels best for you. Good. And coming back into neutral spine, let's do a little strengthening for the arms. So we'll turn the fingers to face each other, and keeping the hips nice and high, we'll bend the elbows out to the sides, and the nose comes down towards the space in between the hands, and then press back up. So this is a good stretch for the wrists and the hands too. As we come down and up, we're strengthening the arms and stretching the forearms and wrists. So nice and slow, so you're feeling your way. You're not going to startle the body or hurt yourself. You're strengthening and stretching. And then next time you're up at the top, let's turn the hands to face forward, and we'll bring that right knee up and around, making some circles. So nice big circles with the right knee. And we'll circle around in the other direction. And then let's stretch that right leg out behind the body And we'll drop the hip. So often when we stretch that leg out, we want to, that hip just kind of pops up. Don't worry about it if that happens. That's totally normal. But instead, let's drop the hip so it's level. And we'll extend that right leg out behind the body, sweeping the left arm forward, coming into a balance. Take a breath here. Active through the arms, nice strong leg, back of the leg muscle getting nice and strong. Might want to squeeze the glute just a little bit. And then come in for a landing. Let's sink the hips back and down, child's pose. And let's circle those wrists, give them a little wiggle. And circle the other way. And come into stillness. Take a breath here in stillness. And we'll come back up to the top. And we'll circle the left leg around this time, making nice big circles. Belly is lifting toward the spine, giving some support. And then same leg, other direction. Playing with that range, nice big circles. How big can you go? Good. And then that left leg stretches out behind the body. And again, just notice if that hip popped up and see if you can level out your hip bones, both parallel. Good, and then we'll extend through that back heel, really active through the glute and hamstring. And a little tweak, if you've been practicing for a long time, you want to play around with, from the hip socket, rotating the left leg a little tiny bit clockwise. And keep pressing through the heel. Maybe the right arm sweeps forward, coming into a balance. So that's a lot going on. Feel free to hold on to any of that or just let it flow by. But stay with your breath. Breathe in peace. Breathe out love. Even in the middle of this weird balancing posture, can you breathe in peace? Breathe out love. And then melt down to child's pose. Sink those hips all the way back and down. This time let's take the hands back by the feet and melt the heart down, down, down. The forehead might melt to the earth. If the forehead doesn't meet the floor, you might want to slip a little pillow or block or blanket there so you have some comfort, some support. Yeah. Get comfortable. We're going to stay in child's pose for a few more breaths, so get comfortable. Garbhasana. The belly just nestled in between the thighs. Low back stretching open. And just as we did in the beginning of class, let's come to awareness as we breathe in our child's pose. Let's feel the shoulders relax. Let's feel the hands, wherever they are, relax. Good. Let's feel the low back relax. As if someone were maybe gently placing loving hands on the low back and sweeping out from center. As you breathe in your child's pose, the belly relaxes. Jaw is relaxed. There's space between the teeth, especially the molars. And from here, let's keep the body pretty low, but walk both hands forward. So we're in a child's pose with both hands stretching forward. And then let's pick up the body just enough so we can slide the back of that left hand underneath, peeking under that right arm. So we're in a tiny little thread the needle, a gentle stretch for that left shoulder. And as you breathe, bring your awareness to what is stretching. Have you gone too far? Do you want to back off a little bit? Can you really keep with the breath, or have you pushed yourself? It's okay to back off. It's good to back off so you can breathe and feel. That's when change can happen in the breath. Let's unwind that left arm back to the front, and before we come to the other side, let's bend the elbows, making a pillow for the forehead. And just take a moment so the forehead's resting on the hands. And then we'll come into the other side. So that left arm extends forward. We pick up just a little bit. Back of the right hand finds the floor under you and then slides underneath that left arm, resting on the shoulder, maybe the right side of the head, and we peek under the arm. So again, we have plenty of time. There's no rush. And if you've gone to a place that's hurting, you've gone too far, let's back off and breathe. Let's take one more breath in, breathing in peace, breathing out love. And we'll unwind back to child's pose, drawing the body back up to table, to all fours. Breathe a moment here. And then make sure you have some good cushioning under the knees. If you need to double up the mat, that's a good thing to do. And then we'll pick up the feet behind us and lift through the belly so we're supporting the low back. And when you feel ready, then bring the feet side to side. Getting a little stretch, a little movement. And then coming back to center, we'll bring the feet down, and usually we keep the arms just directly under the shoulders, but this time let's take a step forward with the hands so we have lots of room. And then starting with the hips, let's move those hips around in a nice big circle. I love to close my eyes when I do this to really feel how everything moves with the hips. And we'll come around in the other direction. Come back to center. Walk those knees up under you so that you can shift the weight over onto one hip and then sweep the legs around in front of the body. And let's just drum out those knees a little bit. Get a nice wiggle for those legs. Good. And then let's keep the left leg extended out long, but draw the right foot to the thigh. And this is a really great place if you have a block or a blanket. I'm going to grab a pillow real fast here. If you have something you'd like to tuck under that right knee to give you a little support, I think that's a really great thing to do so that your hips can be nice and even. Good. And since we're seated, it's not too big of a deal if the foot is pressing into the knee, but we don't really want to hurt the joints. So if at all possible, pull the foot to the thigh or keep it on the calf. You just want the knees to be happy. So since the left leg is out long, we'll bring that left arm behind the back. Extend through that left leg. So we're reaching through the heel, flexing the ankle. Inhale, the right arm comes up high. And as we exhale, let's hinge forward, reaching with a flat back, reaching out, out, out. Inhale, right back up. Good. Exhale, reach. Inhale, up. So use your core muscles too as you move forward and up. With your breath now, you get to follow your own pace. And then the next time you're coming up to the top, let's sweep that back arm up. I love to lock my thumbs and reach the arms way up high and then hinge forward as if you're reaching out past that foot. Nice flat back. And then drop your hands to the floor. Let them support you. And if it's okay with your back, you can round yourself over the rest of the way. And we're going to stay here for a little bit to breathe and feel. So make sure that you haven't pushed beyond. Make sure that you're in a place where you can breathe easily, where you're not stressed about the breath. So a lot of you know that I love to get things done and I run around doing a lot of different things. It's really easy for me to get wrapped up in doing things a little better or a little more perfectly or by a certain deadline, and I can really make myself crazy with that. So for me, yoga is a real gift, drawing me into a moment where I can breathe and relax and allow the feelings to be exactly what they are. But if I'm stressing myself so much that I can't breathe and feel, then I know I've gone too far. So that is an open invitation. If you've gone too far, if you can't breathe and you can't feel what's happening in the body because you're panicking about pain, you've gone way too far. So permission to back off. Encouragement to back off. Really staying with it, feeling where the stretch is in the body. And it's different for every body. So feeling your stretch, allowing your stretch, breathing, relaxing into your stretch. been here a while, but let's stay for a couple more breaths, feeling and allowing, noticing what's happening, breathing. And then slowly start to take some weight to the hands, walking yourself up slowly, barely moving. And when you get to the top, let's roll the shoulders a few times. And then reach those arms up overhead and out and down. Good. And then we'll use the right hand to help that right knee come up. Stretch those legs out, give a little drum for the knees. And then we'll, if you have a block or a pillow blanket, you can move that to the other side. And we'll bring that left leg in now. And finding a place where that leg is supported so you're not just drifting around in space. I feel like I still need a little wiggle. You might want to rock a little side to side. Just get yourself ready. Good. Nice and tall on the bones. Good. And then from the low back down along the back of that right leg, we're extending out so the heel reaches forward. Because the right leg is long, the right arm comes behind the back. And now scoop that left arm up, 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 up. Exhale, hinging. Go just a little. We're just starting. Good. And then inhale, back up. Exhale to reach forward. Inhale your way up. Go with your breath now, your pace. And the next time you're coming up, just pause there and let that right arm slide out and up. Interlock those thumbs, reach up as tall as you've ever been. Re-extend through that right heel and then hinge forward, nice flat back. So we're going forward, forward, forward. And then let those arms drop down to catch your weight and let yourself surrender into Janu Shirsasana. Here, super important to breathe deep, full breaths as you find your way into your posture on this new side. Breathe and relax the shoulders. Breathe and relax the hands. Breathe, relax the low back and hips. Breathe and relax the jaw. Breathe and relax the belly. relax the mind. As you keep breathing in your stretch, see if you can start to drift. Thoughts like clouds drifting by. Just allow the thoughts to drift past you, watching them from the outside. Moving very slowly, maybe with the eyes closed even. Start to take a little weight into one hand and then the other. Slowly walking yourself back up. Keep breathing. Move slowly. And when you feel ready at the top, you can roll the shoulders, maybe move the head and neck gently. Maybe open the mouth, maybe stretch the arms up in a big good morning yawn. Good. And then using that left hand under left thigh, drawing the knee up, removing your blanket or pillow, and let the legs bounce a little in center. And if it feels okay, you can crisscross those legs. If you'd rather stay with the legs extended and that feels better, you can do that too. So sitting nice and tall, we'll bring the left hand across the body toward the right knee or thigh. Staying facing forward, we'll bring the right arm behind the body. So sitting up nice and tall, take a breath in. And as we breathe out, just a very gentle twist around to look over that right shoulder. So spine is nice and tall. And we're really twisting from the rib cage up. We're not trying to turn the belly. That right shoulder stays relaxed. Let's take a couple breaths, breathing in peace. Breathing out love. Next time you're full of air, sit up just a little taller. And as you exhale, round yourself back to center. Take a moment, maybe eyes closed, to feel. And then keeping the torso center, just slide that right hand to left thigh. Left hand behind the body to help you sit up nice and tall. Take a breath in. We're still facing front. I know it's so interesting. The breath moves us as we exhale to turn and look over now the left shoulder, the heart blossoming open. So here, let's breathe in from tailbone to crown of the head. Breathe in peace. And as we exhale, just let your heart open. Breathe out love. Breathe in peace. Breathe out love. Couple more. Next time you're breathing in, your lungs are full, sit up a little taller. And then on your exhale, round back to center. Eyes can close, the spine at peace. Feel your return. And we'll slide those hands behind the body. So the left hand behind you is holding the right wrist, the fingers gently wrapping around. And then we'll round ourselves or hinge forward based on your spine's needs. Rounding forward or coming forward so that the forehead dips down. And sealing our practice with Yoga Mudra. Breathing peace in through the space between the eyebrows, the third eye, and breathing out love. Some people love to imagine a swirl of color: indigo, purple, pink, violet, white, blue. Seeing that color swirl. Just imagine that dreamlike swirl of colors. The symbol of our thoughts and rational planning and expectations dipping under the heart so that the heart can lead, so that love can lead us forward. Couple more breaths here, breathing in peace. Following love as our teacher, our leader. The heart leading the way. And we'll roll ourselves back up to the top. Maybe those eyes stay closed as the hands come to the legs. And the head finds its way to the top of the spine. And then if you'd like to sit for a few minutes of meditation, you may stay just as you are. Or if you'd like to come down for nice deep relaxation, just allow yourself to move slowly, tucking yourself in. And I love having a corner in my studio. I love to put my legs up, not just on a wall, but in a corner, because it feels really stable to me. So I like to scooch myself right into the corner, and then my legs just feel really safe there in the corner. So making sure your body's nice and warm. Start to let yourself come back into that drifting place. The place where thoughts are at most like a passing cloud or a passing leaf in the river. So as you melt into your stillness, Allowing all the thoughts, the ideas, the work to just drift away. Allowing the ripples, the breath, the air, the water, the fire of the sun, the rocks and earth of the ground to surround you as you drift and float. be peaceful. May you be healthy. May you be happy. May you be free. Starting to let yourself drift back to this body, back to this moment, back to this space. And as you awaken, awaken in peace. Awaken in love. Awaken with vibrant health and happiness and possibility for this new moment, this new place, a fresh beginning. And as you're ready, making your way up to a seated place, feel free to keep your eyes closed if you like. And just take a moment to arrive, to land back here. And we'll bring those hands together. You can rest the thumbs in the center of the chest and take a nice breath in for the vibration of Om. Om. Hari Om Shanti. Peace. Namaste. The light in me sees the light in you. Namaste.